Hi, this is Karamjit Kaur, student of NMIT Global Campus Auckland. Here I am going to explain about my course lab 17, which is user permissions. This video explains how roles and permissions work and create virtual machine administrator role as an example. So let's begin. Log in into your VCS server with administrator credential. Go to administrator. To create role, select create role action, provide a name. Here we have to select privileges, so it will take time for selection. So I'm pausing video and come back when selections are made. So I made selection for different privileges like data store, network, resources, virtual machine configuration, interaction, inventory, and hit OK. A new role will be created. Next is to assign permission on vCenter server inventory objects. So to do this, here this role is added. To do this, go to Home, vCenter, and then Virtual Machines and Templates. Here I am selecting Lab VM folder where all virtual machines exist, and go to Manage tab and then Permission. Actually, I completed this lab earlier. Here I am explaining how I did. To add permission, click Add Permission button. Here we have to select a user as well as assign permission or assign a role to that user. To add user or group of user, click Add and select a domain where a user resides. I created a user in my primary server under Active Directory users and computer, and my domain is karam.local. Under this I have a user Kim, so I will select and click Add and click OK. And I have to select the privileges. So for that purpose I created already a role, that is this one, and click OK. So when you click OK, it will look like in this way in privileges pane. Next is to assign permission at host and cluster level. So go to host and cluster, select your EXI, go to manage tab and then click permission tab. Similarly, repeat step, add permission, add a user and select its domain. That is, in my case it is Karam, and username is Kim. Click add to add user and click OK. Next step is to select a role that I made and click OK. So it appears here, and I have to select permission at data store level. Select particular store that you want to assign permission to this user. Click manage and click permission and click add to add user, and define its domain where it is resides. So select user in this domain, add to add user and click OK. And from here you have to assign a role. Actually, a role is a set of predefined privileges that are applied to objects assigned to individual as well as group of objects. So last but not least is to assign permissions at network level. So I will select production, and from manage and permission, then permission and click add. Here I am selecting user from the Karam domain. So I am assigning all the permission at host and cluster level and data store level and network level. So from the assigned role level I will select a role again and click OK. So it will appear here in this way. So next step is I have to log in this machine with that particular user, that is Kim. So it will take time. Log out and log in. I will come back, pausing the video. So you can see I log as kim@karam.local. So next step is to create a new virtual machine. So I'm right clicking on the lab VM folder, select create new virtual machine. Click next, assign a name to virtual machine. Click next. Next I am selecting about computer resources that I want to assign this machine. Hit next. Next, here is storage selection that I provide to this user privilege. Next I have to assign OS. Hit next. Next is to hardware configuration. So you can set according to your requirement. For me it is sample one, so I provide limited storage. Click next and click finish. Here you would see new virtual machine will be created, and if you want to delete this virtual machine, under all vCenter actions you would found that delete from disk option will be unavailable. So if you right click on this, and so you could see that there is no permission of deletion. So to delete this virtual machine I have to again log in with my administrator. So again it will take some time. I'm pausing video and will back with administrator credentials. Logged with administrator, so you can see that user has permission of creation. Every permission he has, but he hasn't permission to delete. So to delete this machine, again come back with this user, right click and click all vCenter server and select delete from disk. So it's all about user permissions. Click yes to delete virtual machine. So virtual machine is no longer be here. So it's all about user permission lab. Thank you for watching my video. I'm waiting for your valuable feedback and comment. Thanks.